everyone. So, today, I wanted to do a little philosophizing with you. So let's start by talking about healthy boundaries. Little Jack Johnson to get started. I hope he doesn't mind. This is from the album On and On. I believe it was published in like 2002 or something? No, that would be 2004. Jack Johnson, 2004, circa 2004. Alright, so I'm going to talk about a number of things and then I'm going to string them together here. So healthy boundaries, respecting others, self-sovereignty, existentialism, finally some poetry. I have a little reading for you from Shelley. So regarding healthy boundaries, we should all have self-respect. You know, it's good and well to say no, even to break others' wills in your psyche and in your room, your space. If someone comes into your home, you know, and they want to take your stuff, then you break their will. However, you should also respect others, and respect involves caring for others. So if you have an invited guest, then certainly listen to them, listen carefully to them. And when you're out on common ground, when you're not at home, you're not in your room, if you're walking in the hall, then listen carefully. When you reply to others' requests on common ground, do so with both care for yourself and for them. So self-sovereignty. So I think these are related to my space and domain, or your space, your domain. Right? It's where you do your main thing, right? Domain. And within your domain, you have the right to speak your truth. Of course, others have the right to turn you off in their space and their domain. So take care to remain self-contained in your space. If you got the music on, be aware of the others in your community, the others around you. Keep them at medium volumes. That will help to prevent unnecessary confrontations. But confrontation isn't all bad either. It's okay to have a conflict helix in the pursuit of peace. So if your neighbor's being inordinately loud after 11 p.m., then you can go knock on the door and say, hey, is there any way I could have you turn down the volume a little? I'm trying to sleep. Within confrontation, always speak your truth within the context of care for all, respect, and maintain a peace of body, a deep peace of body, in which violence is not an option. Jack Johnson would say that, I have a light bulb full of anger and I can switch it on and off. And I want to empower you to have that same switch. So that when, alright, I feel like I'm getting a little angry here, a little excited, a little anxious. Whoop. Just turn that off now. Walk away if you have to. Walk backwards if you have to. But tread softly in the first place. Alright, so a little bit on existentialism. So existentialism is as opposed to governance, both spiritual and corporeal. Existence, that is our nature. We exist. And so we can comment on our existence, and when we comment on our existence, on our existential phenomena, the phenomena of our existence, our perception of the events, our perception of ourselves, our perception of the world, we do it free of the impositions of others, save those whom we allow or choose, in fact, to have influence us. Then we may be considered existentialists. And so I have a bit of Shelley to read for you. This is from it's a letter to Wordsworth. Poet of nature, thou hast wept to know that things depart which never may return. Childhood and youth, friendship and love's first glow have fled like sweet dreams, leaving thee to mourn. These common woes I feel, one loss is mine, which thou too feelest, yet I alone deplore. Thou wert as a lone star, whose light did shine on some frail bark in winter's midnight roar. Thou hast like to a rock-built refuge stood above the blind and battling multitude. And it goes on, but I think that's enough to serve my purposes here, and I hope that's enough to spark the right light in you. So conclude with just a reflection on our human condition. My personal experience, we're kind of frail, as human beings, we're kind of frail. And despite our perceived self-importance, despite our perceived power, we're just one little nervous system in a great big world. So let us exert our wills, but let them be carefully planned and collectively minded. You all have a great day. Peace. Forward. Bye for now.